Hi guys, I just wanted to talk to you today about setting goals, and I guess a realization that I had probably a couple of months ago now in relation to setting goals. So I was not feeling my best. Obviously I run a fitness business. My whole life I've been fit and healthy and active, but in the last couple of months, or probably the last 6 months, I wasn't doing as much exercise as I'd like. I wasn't eating that well, and a big one was I wasn't sleeping that well. So I started to just not feel like me. I started to feel I guess to anyone else in the world, they probably think, oh yeah, she looks good, she's doing well. But to me inside, I didn't feel like the buzzing, energized little person that I normally am. So I was like, right, I need to do something about this. I need to make some stands in my life to make sure that I put some systems in place so that I can look and feel my best, so that I do feel like me. Who knows how long we're on this earth for, so we may as well live each day feeling the best we possibly can. So anyway, I had to go, okay, well, I need to take myself back to basics. What would I tell my clients? And for me, I set some goals. And the goal was to be feeling alive, energized, and buzzing again, feeling fit, healthy, and strong by the 30th of August. I was like, wow, that's a big goal. How am I going to get there? So how I was feeling it 2 months earlier, I was like, I just can't see myself feeling like that again. So what I had to do was I had to visualize that every day. I really had to visualize, oh, that's how I feel, and these are the things I can do when I feel like that again. But how am I going to get there? So what I did was I set myself 4 little daily goals that I had to do every day, between when I set the goal. I think it was about 6 weeks prior to the 30th of August. And so something I needed to do every day. So the 4 things were, I needed to exercise daily. I needed to eat good, nutritious food daily and, plan my meals so that I did eat well. I needed to get 8 hours sleep a night. And I wanted to do 10 minutes of personal development a day. So reading, a personal development book, or educating myself in some way so that I could continue growing as a person. So they were the 4 things that I needed to do every day. And they were the 4 things that I committed myself to do every day so that I could get back to feeling how I wanted to feel. So I wrote them on the mirror in my bedroom. Yep. So they're on the mirror in my bedroom. I see them every day when I wake up. I see them every night before I go to sleep at night. And I sort of had to, give myself a little bit of self-accountability each day. Did you do those things? So anyway, most of the time I did do all of those things, but I got to the end of August and I wasn't feeling exactly how I wanted to feel. And so I guess this is where the big wake-up call was. I had the goals written on my mirror. I had to see them every day, but I hadn't quite got to where I wanted to be. And I had to ask myself, I had to look myself back in the mirror now and say, what is the reason that you didn't get there? And I looked through my list and I went, okay, it's sleep. There's no one else to blame but you. Why didn't you get your 8 hours sleep a night? And it was because I was sitting on Facebook reading and trawling, and that was what was interrupting my sleep. So I said, right, okay, I'm gonna push out that timeline. I'm gonna give myself 2 weeks, and I need to make sure that I work on that sleep thing. So I got myself an accountability buddy I text each night to make sure that I'm turning my phone off at 9 o'clock. And then I have a half an hour, 40 minutes of reading, and then I get myself to sleep. And now 2 weeks into it, I'm feeling pretty good. I can say that I'm feeling how I want to feel. Could be a little better, but I'm feeling pretty good. And I guess what I'm trying to say to you guys is, yeah, it's really important to set some goals. Set little mini small goals so that it makes it achievable, okay, so that it's within reach, but then also have that accountability to yourself. Get to the end of your goal, the time frame for your goal. So for me, it was the 30th of August, and say, okay, be honest with yourself. Have I achieved it? And if not, why? Because at the end of the day, it falls on us. No one else is responsible for us not achieving those goals. And I guess it's what we prioritize. So for me, I just wasn't prioritizing sleep. I was prioritizing reading Facebook. Like, really? So yeah, I had to pull myself into line and give myself back some accountability and put my hand up and say, hey, the only reason that you're not feeling the way you want to feel is because you let yourself down. You didn't do the things that you said you were going to do to get to where you want to be. So guys, if you need some help setting goals, setting mini goals, and just making a bit of an action plan, then please sing out. That's what we do really, really well. And yeah, or just take this on board and you know, sit down, set yourself some mini goals, set yourself a timeline, and then ask yourself the hard question. Did I achieve what I wanted to achieve? And if not, why not? Have a super day, guys. Take care.